What's up, y'all? Lighting some incense here to talk about intuition, action, and how it really integrates through embodiment. Now, when we really take time to slow down and we allow ourselves to fully process this intuitive download we get as mediums or psychic intuitives or just empaths that are neurodiverse, or what I call ADHD, attention dialed into a higher dimension. We feel the sensation, right, coursing through the essence of the embodiment of the subtle body energy system. And as we're guarded by our intuition, there's this knowingness that speaks through us. And this nuance is here to represent the energetic signatures that are part of your true essence. And so it is this essence that is the light intelligence that's being fully interpreted through this higher guidance system that is coming through. Now, this is what I want to start to bring nuance in around what I'm learning as a highly attuned intuitive, is that the embodiment process is this essence of coming home that we've been disconnected from as a separated entity of this greater ocean wave of consciousness. And so what can take place is this deep, deep conviction when you find that place of embodiment at home. And this is what people talk about when they're in their fullest expression. But what happens is the archetype of the intuitive system starts to creep in from all the past programming. And so as we're coming in through a holiday weekend, I'm finding that conversations in my chair, I'm finding conversations that I listen to online, people are in a very triggered energy. And even in my intuitive circles, I'm starting to retrain my mind of, well, what do my guides have to say? What do your guides have to say? And what I wanted to bring in was this nuance of embodiment, your guides, your higher oversoul, and the essence of all the light intelligence. Now, when we open up the Akashic records, right, the book of life, we are essentially looking at all the different timelines at once, but we're moving in with an intention, with an in focus, and that focus then turns into absorption. The absorption that we're feeding into is the essence of what our focus and intention is with conviction. So you can tap into many, many different light forms, many different entities, areas of the past, history, even into the future. And so what I wanted to intuition, and as these light codes continue to come into our earth, it is the density of the body, it's the energy and the density of the body that is starting to unwind. And as it unwinds, things pop up. So archetypes will pop up, the people pleaser, the perfectionist, etc. And then you have different archetypes that you play within your family role. And so those will pop up. And so my client here is sitting tonight, I own an organic salon and spa, and she went down to a family event and her family made sly comments. She doesn't really hang out with them that much. They're 17 years older than her. What does she have in common with them? But we have this shame and we carry this guilt that just because we came to the same vagina as a mom than our other siblings, that we're supposed to have some kind of soul connection. And honestly, more often than not, I don't find that the case. Your soul made an agreement with the parents that you came into. It doesn't mean that you have this whole other entity of close relationships that you must have bonded to your siblings, your cousins, et cetera, et cetera. So we work out our quote unquote, what people call karma is not what I believe in karma. It's the life lessons that we're meant to live. We do not owe our family or our brothers and sisters or anybody any kind of relationship that is out of shame, feeling that we are beholden to having to be feeling this deep connection, because it's simply not real. It doesn't happen that way. Can it? Yes. But relationships with family, just as much as a relationship with your kids and your husband, take work. And both parties need to be willing to do the work. But most of the time, it's embedded out of shame. So going back to integration and embodiment and coming home as an intuitive or an empath, etc. When you know your energetic signature, when you are connected to divinity, I call it vertical intuition. You're getting to know your system so that you know when it's pulled off base. And the system over time of that embodiment turns into a aspect of you that doesn't get triggered, that becomes the observer. And so as you're spending time with family and friends, as you're going out this weekend to spend time, tune into what your frequency feels like. Tune into what the embodied home when you felt just most empowered. And then tune into the old archetypes that come up with friends or family. And really start to call upon your higher guidance system, which it's not going out there and like, okay, well, what do these guides have to say? Because all of our guides are integrated in us. It's an internal experience. So there's a nuance I want to invite you into. Don't go out, bring it within, and allow that information to come through and follow it. Your unconscious mind is attached to your superconscious mind. It's always soft. It never is going to be obvious. It's always going to want to be edited. And it's a small little whisper, and you're going to want to judge it. Don't do that. So I just wanted to share that as this quickening process happens on the essence of ascension, and all these different nuanced kind of jargon words are coming up, it can be easy to take a weekend course and think that we've mastered that. I am just coming into my own energetic signature, and that's going to change because then you level up. And I do it out of a conviction, and I do it out of a humbling process. And I just want you all to be humble that your essence with your guides, your higher soul, are all there internally to be shined out and to shine back into you. And as you unravel the archetypes that are in these little coupled discs of stressors within the energetic body, as they open up, that takes time to sit in stillness, to allow that to process through. You don't even have to work at it. Just allow your subconscious mind to process it through. But I can promise you that as you allow the stillness and time that will sometimes feel like loneliness, your energetic signature will start to become an embodiment. And then it changes. But you know your home base better. So I just wanted to share that with you because I think there's so many people that can feel shame over holiday weekends and things of that nature, that there's just so much here. There's so much here if you really tapped into it and just became present to it. Just not being triggered and acting out of old self on one weekend with your family or friends that bug you will leap year you so far ahead, and you will feel so much confidence and so much connection with your guides and feeling safe in their essence as well, right? So share their essence, embody it, bring your nervous system regulation into the present moment, and I can guarantee you that light that is going to surround you is so healing if you stick with it. So I just wanted to share this and wanted to wish you all a wonderful Freedom Weekend, sending you all my love and all my light. If you want any support, feel free to grab a 30-minute reading or a one-question email, and the link is in the bio. All right. Thanks so much.